Hey everyone, it's Jenny Dietrich back with another Spin Sucks Inquisition. And I have somebody who is what I would call a PR rising star, up-and-comer, and I'm very, very excited to have her and to introduce you to her, although some of you may have already met her because she's been on here a couple times before. But anyway, please tell us who you are and what you do.
I am Samantha McCain, and I work for a nonprofit in South Mississippi where we work with children who have special disabilities.
And you have not been doing this very long. How long did you start there?
I'm in month 9. I feel like.
Oh, is it really? Wow.
Yeah.
I was going to say maybe 6 months. Wow.
Month 9. It's crazy.
Holy cow. And what do you do specifically?
I get to tell the really, really cool story of our center, which is us basically impacting children's lives in a very, very special way. Our therapists work with children who have complex communication and development disabilities. Spina bifida, Down syndrome, you name it, the gamut. Our therapists work with them. So I get to go in the classrooms and take pictures and get to know these sweet children by name and by story. And then I get to tell that story. So we have an impact on our donors. And it's kind of it in a nutshell, but it's a lot of fun.
It's been really fun to watch you too since you joined, because it's the way that you get to tell the story and how excited you get, and you're so excited about it. You even share on your personal Facebook page, which not all of us share our work stuff on our personal Facebook page. No. It's been super fun to watch.
If you had told me 5 years ago this is where I would be, I would have laughed at you.
I was kind of mad at you because I wanted to hire you, but whatever.
And I even, when I began talking about this job with my boss now, she said, I want you to come in, I want you to take a tour. And I said, absolutely. And walked in and when you meet these children who are battling things that they're obstacles that you can't even imagine, and you just fall in love with them because they don't know their obstacles, and that they love big and their hearts are big and they give you really big hugs. Oh. And I'm not a hug person. I have personal space issues. I have my bubble, don't infringe upon it. But when these little ones hug your leg or look up at you and insist that you pick them up, you don't do anything else but pick them up because that's what you want. And it's the sweetest thing ever.
So what ages does the center work with?
0 to 5.
So it's little kids. Wow.
Yeah, some start out in the NICU program. We have a NICU follow-up program.
Okay.
And then what we call medical fragile. Our therapists go to homes and do therapy programs in the homes, and then we transition them into the center. And then they're here until they're about 5, and then they go out of the world. It's a fun age.
That's a super fun age.
The stumbly toddlers who are learning how to walk, and some of them take their first steps in the center, which is just a really, really. I saw that week 4 that I was here. Result. Tell me what I need to do.
You're like, I'm not a hugger, but oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry.
Give me all the hugs.
Right.
It's really, it's really interesting to go from what I would call workhorse mentality, which is where I was for a really, really long time, and then to come here, and when things just get a little bit stressful for me, I go sit in a classroom.
Not stressful anymore.
Awesome. It's a good place.
So then, you may not be able to answer this question because it sounds like you're in a perfect place, but what's the biggest mistake you've made in the last 6 months?
Oh, biggest mistake I've made. Ooh. No, I mean, there are plenty. I was trying to figure out
which one to talk about.
I don't know if it's biggest mistake, but biggest line that I have to tread, and it comes with information gathering, right? We have person first language. The child has Down syndrome. It's not a Down syndrome child.
Right.
Figuring out how to bridge that gap and being very, very careful, especially with the media, because the media has a strong role to play in our story too, and making sure that they're educated. So there have been some times where I've just not been as educated probably as I should have been about topics. But those situations, I don't repeat them because
right.
I will never call a child a Down syndrome child. I will call a child who has Down syndrome. And knowing that those mistakes have huge repercussions on families and the audiences that we serve. So maybe not necessarily a big mistake, but the fine line that I feel like I tread quite often.
Yeah, and a really interesting lesson as you learn about your new, well, not so new role anymore, but new role.
Oh, absolutely. And the medical side of what we do, the jargon that comes along with that.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I mean, I worked in healthcare for 3.5 years. I mean, there's no job like trying to make kidney stones sound sexy, right? But here it's just a little bit different, and understanding the different methods and paths or the journeys that a lot of our children have. So.
Huh. So as we think about 2017 and you think about that line and not crossing the line and how to communicate, what's going on with the center, and also I would imagine being sensitive to families and pictures and all those kinds of things, what's a trend that you're really excited to harness for next year?
The center in its 40-ish years has always been very oriented when it tells its story and its message. So it's we treat children who have specific disabilities, and it's not been really child focused. So my role I've been here is to tell the child story.
Love it.
And focusing more on that, because our donors and our audiences connect a lot more with a child who has been with us since birth, who is now graduating from the program and has seen so much progress. I can tell that story a little bit better than I can tell the 15 billion different services I feel like we provide.
Right.
So we launched our new campaign last month. And it's increasing awareness and telling that story a little bit stronger, and it's been focused on the children. So that is something I'm really, really excited about. The campaign theme is superheroes.
Yeah, I remember when you sent me the ad, and I was like, "This is amazing!"
And it's what's more fun, I think, for me is not necessarily our audience reception, but the children and the parents. So they see it, and we have one child who's on a cover of our brochure, and she was like, "That's Super Paisley. That's me." That impact, like knowing that the artwork that we're doing is going much further, and the impact of that is just incredible. So
how else are you telling the story? Like, are you using specific social networks? What else are you doing? We found when we did our research that the people closest to us really didn't understand what we do. Mm-hmm.
We are doing a lot of university-focused communications because we are housed on a university campus.
Interesting.
As well as making sure that our donors really understand what they are donating to.
Sure.
So with our current donor population, our university community, and then just the general community in Hattiesburg alone. So we are doing a lot of Facebook. Everything is organic. I have not a single dollar dedicated to.
Really?
I have found that when the story is really, really strong and the visual component that goes along with it, that it organically works.
I would imagine the nonprofit helps too, because it doesn't work on the for-profit side.
Oh, no. I was writing social media copy for like pest control when I was
making kidney stones sexy.
But no, I mean, and I'm a firm believer in harnessing the network that is already really, really committed to your cause. So our parents know what we do, and they've seen the impact. So when we put up a picture or a video or a child's story, it automatically just wins.
Oh, that's awesome.
Winning the internet, because we know that babies and dogs and kittens already win.
Yep.
I'm sitting in a treasure trove of content, and I tell people that all the time.
That's amazing. Maybe we shouldn't repeat that, because you might get murdered by another communications professional who's trying to make kidney stones sexy.
I've been there. I understand. You can tell the patient story, not the story about the kidney stone.
Right. Nobody cares about the kidney stone.
That's one of the things that I talk to a lot of people about is, like, we're humans. Make people feel something. Make them get excited. Ignite some kind of emotion. If they're mad, they're angry, they're sad, whatever that is, figure that out. Figure out how to communicate whatever that is on that level, and you'll be fine. You can make kidney stones work. You just gotta figure out how you're gonna do it. No one wants to be sold to. They're sold to every day. Figure that out and deal with it, man.
So other than personal space issues, what's one thing that would surprise most people about you?
Oh, I don't know. I'm pretty transparent. I don't know if people. It's not really a secret. I mean, I am an incredibly introverted. I love
space. That makes sense.
It is really, really tough. The next few weeks are really tough. We've got something every night, along with every day at the center, and I just want to go home and sit in front of not talk to anybody. So I come from a very social atmosphere, I guess, but people I think are often surprised that I don't want to talk to anybody sometimes.
I just read a really interesting article about the introvert hangover, which is you go and you go and you go, and then when you're done, you're like, I'm done.
I read a couple of months ago, I read an article using that term, and I was like, that's exactly what it is. Like, after 2 or 3 weeks of just going. I mean, I just went to Boston for vacation, then went to the beach, came back, and then went back to the beach 15 days straight. And I was like, it's
not relaxing. Yeah.
I just, like, at some point, and if it's really bad, I just cry.
Yes. I get you.
I remember working for the agency that I worked for. I worked an hour and a half out.
Right.
On 2 days a week, and we had a client media thing. It was for the early show. I'd come off for like 2 weeks where I would just been nonstop blowing and going. I sat down at dinner with my boyfriend, and I was like, I have to be up at 2:30. Right. Like, I'm just eating and just
Yep.
He's like, I'm gonna need you to go home. You're finished eating, you're gonna go home, you're gonna go to bed. You're not gonna do anything else, but you're gonna go to bed, and it's gonna be okay. Like, I don't think it's gonna be. So I throw monster toddler tantrums when I am tired. That's probably something people
You know what else I appreciate about you is that your claim to fame is that you can't adult.
I posted about this last night. I've literally been sleeping with 3 huge piles of laundry on my bed.
Oh my gosh!
Scoot them over every night. I finally hung them all up last night, but
Your poor parents.
They're like, where did we go wrong?
Right. What is wrong with you? Well, although I just read the book called Relentless, and he talks about you can't be really good at all aspects of your life. It's just impossible. So if you want to be really good at something, like, focus in on that. But you can't be really good at home, and you can't be really good at work. Like, it's impossible. That's not how we're wired. So you have an excuse.
Good. I'm so glad there is. A friend sent me a text last night, and she was like, I just want to let you know that I often think that if I were single, I would sleep with large mounds of laundry on my bed. I don't know if that makes me feel good.
Right.
I'm glad one of us is living up the dream.
Right. You're totally living the dream. So speaking of books, what is the best book you've read in the last 6 months?
I am currently reading Man's Search for Meaning.
Oh.
And it's...
Are you finding meaning?
I am. I listened to a podcast. I'm a huge fan of Simon Sinek. Huge fan. And I heard a podcast where he said that this is the #1 book that he recommends when anyone says, hey, what should I read? I was like, okay. Well, and it was $6 on Amazon. So I was like, okay. Gonna have it.
Yeah.
Did that on a Saturday. It was at my door on Monday, which, hallelujah, because I don't have any patience for
Amazon Prime rocks.
Exactly. And yeah, it's been I just don't have as much time to read as much as I thought I would. But it's been really good. It's really good. And I know Laura is a huge fan of it, so she said to look at the other stuff he's written too. So.
Oh, cool. I'll have to check it out. And your latest Netflix binge?
Ooh, Grey's Anatomy.
Really?
So I was kind of a fan in the beginning, but it's one of those shows you can pick up and
Right. Yep.
But I've been watching like 3 episodes a night. And at this point, I'm pretty sure I can be a doctor.
Well, of course, yeah. After watching that, for sure.
I mean, me who hates math and all things science. So yeah, that and the Amanda Knox. Is it Amanda Knox? That story that just came. It was just released. The documentary was just released.
Oh, I didn't know that. I will watch that. I would like to see that.
It was an hour and a half of going. Oh, actually, find out because the trial, you know. And,
right. That whole thing was crazy.
Other than making a murderer, like I got so frustrated. I was like, this isn't gonna get solved. I need completion. To be able to walk away and know that something is finished. So I kind of quit that. But
oh, you have to finish it. So finish it, and then I'll send you some links.
Okay. To read. I read a lot of the theories. I think you.
I will send you. I found the actual court documents, and I will point you. Yeah. I was obsessed, completely obsessed. The guy totally did it.
Oh, I believe he did. He's crazy. I saw the letters he wrote his ex-wife.
Ex-wife, yeah. Completely nuts. Yeah.
Nuts. He did it. I think
totally
he had help, but he totally did it.
Totally did it. Finish it, and then I'll send you some stuff.
Okay. I had 2 episodes left, and that was a point where like everything was going crazy. So I went, I'm done.
All right, go back to it, and then I'll send you some stuff.
Absolutely.
Hi.
Hello, long time no see.
I know. I've missed you so much, Jenny. It's been a long time. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. I'm so impressed. I saw you started 30 days of yoga. It's very good.
I'm good at touching my toes, but that's about it.
That's better than many of us can say. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. No.
Stella did a perfect downward dog this morning. I was like, what? I mean, you are a dog.
Well, she is a dog, right.
Oliver does it all the time, too. I know. It's amazing.
Okay.
Dogs.
I understand. I understand where that name came from. Humans aren't supposed to do those things.
Right. Precisely. Yeah. I heard someone say the other day that you're a beginner at yoga until you've done it for like 10 years. And I'm like, way to be snobby, yoga.
Right.
I mean, come on. Oh, you've been doing this for 9 years?
You're not good at yoga yet.
Sorry.
Isn't that the one discipline where you have to have like an insane amount of hours before you're even qualified to teach it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, a lot. I think it's like 200 hours. Yeah, something like that.
So I did hot yoga one time.
Oh, yeah, I won't do that.
I dehydrate really I'm really bad at water consumption. I'm getting better at it, but I'm really bad at it.
Yeah.
And my best friend was like, hey, you want to go do hot yoga? I was like,
no, but
it really depends on how much water I drink. She was like, okay. So about 4 o'clock that afternoon, she's like, you want to go? I was like, yeah, I think I've done good today. I'll go. Well, number one, personal space issues. The instructor tried to push me into some position, and I'm pretty sure I said more expletives in that 35, 45-minute setting than I probably should have.
I'm surprised they didn't kick you out.
I'm very surprised as well, but she tried to lay on me. I was like, I can't, what is this? So my friend was, and I didn't realize I could sweat that much. I mean, I sweat normally, but it was awful. And when I walked outside while my friend was wrapping up something, it was the end of class, I felt really sleepy and sat down. I mean, this was 7:30 at night. I should not be sleepy at 7:30. And my friend said, are you okay? I was like, yeah, I want to go home. I'll go to bed. She was like, okay. So she drops me off. She said, are you okay? I'm like, absolutely. At midnight, I called her and told her if she didn't bring me Gatorade, she was taking me to the ER because I really dehydrated. Like, ER ready.
oh my gosh.
Miserable. We were supposed to run 4 miles that morning. I was like, I cannot do yoga. Like this is messing up my entire life. Last time I did hot yoga and I refused to do it again.
I don't either. No, that's fair. So I can't go to yoga classes. I can do like the yoga with Adrian stuff. I can't go to yoga classes because I don't like the savasana at the end. And so I've gotten kicked out of studios before because I'm like, okay, well, it's time for me to go. And they're like, no. Like, you need to lie there. You're disrupting the rest of the class. No, I'm not lying here. Like, it is time for me to
You're
go.
too type A I'm the same way. Like, I'm not. It's
I
not
can't
what.
turn off my brain.
Yeah. You're not gonna have me lie there for 5 minutes. I'm sorry.
I don't have time.
Things to do.
And then you won't be able to move me at all.
Right.
Anyways, all right. Are you ready for 5-second rule?
Oh, I don't know. Am I?
You are. Yeah, you look ready. It's not as hard as hot yoga, so you've already passed that.
Well, it depends on what questions she asks you.
That's a good point. Yeah, but you will not become dehydrated with this. That is one of our guarantees. We have liability issues, and I just can't have that happen. So. Okay, Jenny.
Yes.
Let's go. Will you please name 3 things you dip in ketchup?
French fries, chicken tenders, and pizza
Really?
in my house. It's weird, but yes.
Wow.
Actually, most food is a carrier for ketchup in my house.
That's troublesome.
French toast.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's disgusting.
Very strange. Very strange.
All right. Well, we all have our food choices. Yeah. Okay, Samantha, will you please name 3 songs that could be Stella's theme song?
Someone would have to not be lazy in order to really enjoy
You
music.
can do a downward dog.
Oh, so the Rocky theme song is totally her. I'm blowing this question completely. My heart cannot go on. I don't know.
That's a good one. I could see that. She has the longing in her eyes, you know? Yeah.
And that doesn't impress me much by Shania Twain. There you go.
I love it. Awesome.
Perfect. Well done. Okay, Ginny, would you please name 3 types of ballroom dance?
The tango, the foxtrot, and Are my 5 seconds up? The waltz.
Good job. Good job.
Oh, that's right. Whew. Hold that one out.
I know, you were a trooper. Okay, Samantha, will you please name 3 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Oh, Raphael, Leonardo, and
Come on. Oh, pressure. Cracking under pressure. You can do it.
Michelangelo.
How do you know that?
Oh, I didn't play with dolls.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I can name them all. Yeah.
Matchbox cars, dirt, outside. I didn't play with dolls at all.
That was totally my childhood. Yeah.
I helped my sister's Barbie dolls. Parents weren't spending enough time with me. They were all spending it with her. I cut all the hair off of her Barbie dolls. I don't have
No issues there at all.
all.
No.
No.
You're not spending enough time with me.
Yeah, we shouldn't be concerned about that. So you're perfectly normal. Okay, Ginny, would you please name 3 items that you can listen to music on?
Alexa. Oh no, I'm not talking to you. Turn off. Off, Alexa, off. That word that I just said that I can't say again. Your phone and the TV.
So this will forever be the Inquisition that Ginny's electronics go
Over.
over. That was
Only turned on.
okay. Samantha, all right, Joe Hackman failed at this question, so I have to use it again. Would you please name 3 crimes you'd commit if you could get away with it?
He totally failed at this. He said trespassing.
Right.
Trespassing.
3 crimes I would commit of what?
If you could get away with them.
Oh, I'm such a rule follower.
Paintball.
Oh, well, my dad's a state trooper. Like,
Doesn't matter. You thought
Doesn't
about
matter.
crimes that you would commit if you could get away with it.
Yeah. Your dad would be like, you know what? Go for it. More power to you. You made it. Like if he gave you the authority.
I know this is terrible, but speeding, if I could absolutely get away with getting somewhere from point A to point B faster.
I would agree with that. All right, I'm good with that.
Oh, yeah, very fast. Yeah.
Very, very fast.
Very fast. Okay.
I'm failing at this question.
Goodness, we have a bunch of like princess community members. This is depressing. Yeah.
Crimes that I wouldn't.
Like jewel heist, maybe.
I mean, I did love Ocean's 11. If I
Bank robbery.
Yeah, no, I'm
Killing Laura.
That's Jenny's favorite.
Oh, it's because I have to live with her almost 24/7. 2 hours a day, a break from her. That's it.
All right. Well, this question is gonna. Yeah, I will not be asking you to join my jewel heist team.
You want to know why? Because I would be the person that goes, well, did you think about this? Are you sure you want to do that? Why?
Because we're going to get away with it. That's the whole idea.
Right. Exactly. And we'll suspend ourselves from the wall with like a wire.
Kim Kardashian. Total publicity stunt, by the way. Calling it.
She's not, like, I'm trying to figure out why people still watch her.
I don't know. Because it's a train wreck.
It's a train. Yeah, I think so. It makes people feel better about their own lives because they're like, well, at least I'm not that messed up.
At least I'm not messed up enough to make up a robbery.
Yeah.
It all goes back to Ryan Seacrest and all of these people paying enough attention to American Idol. You know that, right? Not paid attention to American Idol, Ryan Seacrest would not be where he is today. Not have that show.
That's a very good point. Very solid point. All right. Let's see. Ginny, would you please name 3 athletes you'd like to be friends with?
What kind of friends?
Any type of friends you want.
I did see that Arietta ESPN body issue.
Right. Tom Brady. Peyton Manning. Sure. Not friends with benefits for him though. Just friend.
He's a smart dude. Yeah.
Friends with benefits for sure with Tom Brady.
Yeah.
And I hate to say this one out loud.
Oh.
That's one from.
Really? Yeah. Okay.
Mostly just because I want to know why. Like,
I get it.
Why?
Yeah. I totally see that. That's good. Yeah. Tom Brady is a good one. Tom Brady and Peyton Manning would both be on my list for similar reasons. Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
Jay Cutler. Oh, God. Sorry, I just had to get it in.
I don't know. Yeah. Jay Cutler. So depressing. All right. Samantha, would you please name 3 things you almost always buy when you go to the grocery store?
Ooh. Food. Done.
All 3.
Well done. Yeah.
I always buy water, which is terrible.
That is terrible.
Because we live in...
Right, that's terrible. You should not do that. I'm really disappointed in you.
If I buy water, I will drink it. We talked about this financial investment thing.
Right.
Water, I always, here lately, buy green beans. The roasted kind, like I can just throw them in the oven. I live off of green beans right now. This is such an interesting question. I'm sure people are like, why green beans? Definitely not cleaning products because I don't do that question. Food.
Green beans and water. So you live off of.
Ooh, I do buy eggs.
Eggs. Okay, good. All right.
Nice. Okay. All right. So if you come for dinner, I'll make you a nice omelet with green beans.
With green beans.
A green bean frittata, basically.
6 weeks I started this program through my gym, and like it's rehauled everything. So I live on green beans right now, and I don't hate it, but that is something that I buy every week.
It's okay. Green beans are nice.
This is an awful question. I don't know the answer.
Apples, bananas, milk. Easy.
Yes. I have so many apples in my refrigerator right now. Half my refrigerator is taken up with apples because I went apple picking 2 weekends in a row. 2 weekends. So yeah, I got it.
You guys live in places where apple picking is a thing.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
We're still sweating.
you live in the South.
You live in the South. Yeah. You can't apple pick there. But you can come out here and apple pick with me. I might as well go again because.
I mean.
Yeah.
Okay,
Anyways, last question. Okay. Ginny, would you please name 3 animals you wish could talk?
Monkeys, koalas, and elephants.
Elephants would be good. Yeah, I agree with that one. Elephants and monkeys, totally on my list. All right. Samantha, would you please name 3 constellations?
Oh.
Thank heaven I didn't get that one.
Math and science, right? Little Dipper, Big Dipper, and the Milky Way. The Milky Way is a galaxy.
That's a galaxy. Yeah.
That's 2 out of 3. I'm not.
That's a bunch of constellations, though. So I will point for that.
It's kind of like groceries. The Milky Way.
The Milky Way. Food.
Orion's Belt would be good one.
There you go.
You can see that a lot.
Part of this where I said I'm awful at math and science.
Okay, boys and girls, let's turn to page 1. Please tell everyone where they can find you on the interwebs.
Ooh, Twitter, Sam E. Mac, LinkedIn, and Facebook, but I'm pretty exclusive about who I accept the friend button.
That's fine. I think that means that I'm pretty special, though.
You both are, man.
Yes!
You're on Instagram, too. You're on Instagram.
Oh, on Instagram, too, yeah. I just turned that public. I'm still trying to figure out if I like that or not. Well, personal space issues just kind of expand.
Yeah. It expands on the internet, too.
But yeah, I don't let anybody meet stuff.
All right, well, I will not link to Facebook, but I will link to the others. How's that? Thank you for being here.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Oh my gosh, it was super fun. And it's super fun to hear about your job. That's awesome. It's awesome.
Great. Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Bye.